Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we like to dig into some really cool topics. And today we're going way back in time to explore, Dubai.
Dubai, yeah.
But not the Dubai you're thinking of.
Right, exactly.
Not the skyscrapers, the modern glitz.
Right.
We're going way deeper beneath that.
Yeah, much deeper.
We're going thousands of years back in time based on some fascinating French and English articles.
Oh, yeah, some really interesting discoveries lately.
Yeah, and we've got AI involved. And, well, you'll see just how much this is going to change how you think about Dubai.
It's really going to turn everything upside down.
So if you want to uncover the ancient secrets beneath the modern, facade.
The facade, exactly.
Stick with us for this deep dive.
Absolutely.
So to kick things off, just how far back are we talking here? I mean, Dubai seems like such a new city.
Well, that's the thing. Most people think just a few decades.
Right.
But get this. The archaeological evidence shows a history going back over 7,000 years.
Wow, 7,000 years.
Yeah, it's incredible.
So, what kind of evidence are we talking? I mean, it's way before, anything we usually associate with Dubai.
So there's a site called Jumeirah.
Jumeirah, okay.
And it's revealed something incredible, a thriving urban center called the White City, dating back to the 10th century AD during the Abbasid period.
A whole city.
Wow.
So it wasn't just, like a little outpost.
No, a full-fledged city bustling with life.
That's amazing. And what's even more fascinating is they found the oldest mosque in the UAE at Jumeirah.
Yeah, it adds a whole other dimension.
It does, right.
It shows this deep-rooted religious and cultural history that we're only just beginning to understand.
It's like peeling back layers upon layers, of history.
Exactly, layers upon layers.
And it's just the beginning, right?
Oh, yeah, we're just getting started.
So we got Jumeirah, but what about other sites? I mean, does this story continue in other parts of Dubai?
Oh, absolutely. And each site reveals something new and surprising.
Okay, like what?
Well, there's Saruq Al Hadid, for example.
Saruq Al Hadid, all right.
It was a major metallurgical center during the Iron Age, and it shows just how advanced they were in metalworking.
Really?
It completely challenges that image of Dubai as a purely modern phenomenon.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
And when you consider the bigger picture, Saruq Al Hadid tells us Dubai was already a key player in global trade networks thousands of years ago.
Wow, so Dubai was like a global hub even back then.
Exactly, a link in a chain stretching across continents, facilitating not just the exchange of goods, but knowledge and ideas too.
It's incredible to think about, and it totally changes how we see Dubai's place in history.
It really does. It's a much more complex and interwoven story than we ever imagined.
And I bet there's even more to uncover, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We've only just scratched the surface.
So what else is out there? I mean, what other discoveries are waiting to be found?
Well, for starters, there's the Hatta Oasis.
Hatta Oasis.
They've found over 80 tombs there, dating back to 3000 BC.
Wow. So we're talking ancient burial practices now.
Exactly. It gives us a glimpse into their beliefs and rituals.
And then there's the possible ancient city of Tuum on Sinai Island.
Tuum, yeah. Potentially the largest city in the Persian Gulf 1,400 years ago.
A whole city again.
A whole city, and it's directly linked to Dubai's history of pearl trading.
Oh, wow. So we're talking about a real economic powerhouse.
Exactly. Bustling with activity and commerce.
It's amazing how these discoveries are painting such a vibrant picture of Dubai's past.
It's like we're piecing together a giant puzzle, and each discovery adds another piece.
But I have to ask, how are we even finding these sites? Especially in the desert, it seems like it would be so hard.
Well, that's where the really exciting stuff comes in AI and remote sensing technology.
AI and archaeology, I mean, that's pretty cutting edge.
It is, and it's revolutionizing the field, especially in challenging environments like the desert.
So how does it work? I mean, are we talking about robots digging up artifacts?
Not quite. Think of it more like this. Algorithms can analyze satellite imagery and radar data to pinpoint potential sites with incredible accuracy.
So it's like having X-ray vision for archaeology.
Exactly. It's like seeing beneath the surface without having to dig.
It's amazing to think about, these algorithms seeing patterns that we would just totally miss.
It's mind-blowing, really, and it means archaeologists can be much more targeted in their approach.
So less random digging, more like precision, excavation.
Exactly. AI makes the whole process faster, cheaper, and less invasive.
That's great for research, but I imagine it's good for the environment too, right?
Absolutely, especially in delicate ecosystems like the Rub al Khali Desert.
The Rub al Khali, yeah, there's that vast empty quarter, right?
Exactly. It has huge potential for discoveries, but it's also very fragile.
So AI helps us uncover the past while protecting it for the future.
Precisely. It's a win-win.
And here's something I find really cool. AI can actually generate 3D models of buried structures.
That's incredible.
So archaeologists can kind of get a sneak peek before they even start digging.
It's like having a blueprint of what lies beneath the surface.
But even with all this amazing technology, there must be limitations, right? I mean, AI can't do everything, can it?
Of course, AI is a tool, a very powerful tool, but it's not a magic solution.
Right. It's not like it can just replace archaeologists altogether.
Exactly. Human expertise is still crucial for interpreting the findings and piecing together the historical narrative.
So it's more about collaboration, right? Using technology to enhance our understanding, not replace it.
Absolutely. It's about combining the strengths of both to get the most complete picture.
Which brings us back to Dubai. I mean, all these discoveries really change how we see the city.
They do. It's about moving beyond the stereotypes of glitz and glamour to appreciate the depth and complexity of Dubai's history.
It's like there's this whole other side to Dubai that we never knew existed.
Exactly, and what's interesting is how Dubai has embraced its heritage.
You mean like incorporating archaeological sites into the modern city?
Exactly. They've created museums, parks, even integrated ancient structures into new buildings.
It's like a fusion of the ancient and modern.
Exactly, and it shows a real recognition of the importance of the past, even as Dubai continues to evolve.
It makes you wonder what other misconceptions we might have about different parts of the world.
Right, just because we haven't looked deep enough.
It's a reminder that every place holds hidden stories waiting to be uncovered.
Absolutely. And with tools like AI, who knows what other secrets will unlock in the years to come.
It's an exciting time to be exploring the past, that's for sure. But for those of us who aren't, professional archaeologists, how can we get involved?
There are so many ways. Visit museums, read books, watch documentaries.
Right. And of course, there are great online resources too.
Absolutely, like Le Podcast de Philippe on YouTube, for example.
The Podcast de Philippe.
Yeah.
They have some really insightful discussions on archaeology and history.
And they're just a few subscribers away from reaching their goal of 1,000.
We should definitely give them a shout out.
Absolutely. Every subscription makes a difference.
So if you're enjoying this deep dive, head over to YouTube and check out Le Podcast de Philippe.
It's a great way to support passionate individuals who are dedicated to sharing knowledge and fostering a love of history.
And speaking of learning about the past, why does it even matter? I mean, it's not like knowing about ancient Dubai is going to, help me pay my bills.
It's funny you should say that because it's about so much more than just facts and dates. It's about understanding human nature, societal patterns, the consequences of our choices.
I see what you mean. It's like having this huge database of human experience that we can learn from.
Exactly. And even though we live in a very different world today, the fundamental questions, the challenges, the aspirations of humanity, they haven't really changed that much.
That's a good point. So it's like finding those common threads that connect us across time and cultures.
Exactly. It shows us that history is still relevant to our lives today. It's not just about, dusty artifacts and ruins. It's about understanding ourselves and our place in the grand scheme of things.
And like we've seen with the discoveries in Dubai technology, like AI can help us connect those dots in new and exciting ways.
Absolutely. It's giving us a much richer and more nuanced understanding of the past.
And who knows what the future holds, right? I mean, maybe one day we'll be able to virtually explore ancient cities or even interact with historical figures through some kind of crazy simulation.
The possibilities are endless, really. It's an incredible time to be involved in this field.
It really is, that sense of discovery, that pursuit of knowledge. That's what makes it so captivating.
Exactly. It's a journey without a destination, a constant exploration of the unknown.
Well said. And that brings us back to what the deep dive is all about, right? Uncovering hidden knowledge and challenging our perceptions of the world.
Exactly. And I hope our listeners will continue this journey with us, seek out new information, ask thought-provoking questions, and embrace the wonders of history.
I couldn't agree more. And a huge thank you to our expert for taking us on this fascinating deep dive into Dubai's ancient secrets. Your insights have been amazing.
It's been my pleasure, really. I always enjoy these conversations.
And before we sign off, a final reminder to check out Le Podcast de Philippe. On YouTube, they're doing fantastic work in the field of archaeology and history, and they're so close to reaching their goal of 1,000 subscribers.
Let's help them get there.
Every subscriber counts. So until our next deep dive, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep questioning, because the past is full of surprises, and the journey of discovery never really ends.